So, hello, LinkedIn family. Welcome to another exciting session of LinkedIn Live. I am Priyanka Chilani, co founder at Expertbells, and today we are in for a treat. So, we have the incredible Mr. Sunny Wadhwani with us, an Amazon ad SME and the founder of Growpreneur. So, with over 5 years of hands on experience in e commerce and a track record of scaling brands to new heights, Sunny is here to share his expertise. So, Sunny, it's fantastic you have you on board.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's been from the last couple of months, I've been acting as a host. So it's been for the first time in my entrepreneurial journey. I've been today called as a guest speaker as an invitation. So thank you so much for inviting me today. It's been an honor
Yeah,
and means a lot to me. Thank you.
so we are great to have you here. So, Sunny, like before we jump into the Amazon ads and e-commerce talk, like everybody is so curious to know about it. But can you please tell us a bit about yourself, like what got you into e-commerce and Amazon in the first place?
Yeah, sure. So, I am also an engineering graduate, like many others in India. I passed out in 2018, and in my eighth semester only, I was very clear that I want to grow my career in marketing. And it was with God's grace I started my career with e-commerce only, with a very small e-commerce seller where we used to import products from China and sell over in India. I worked there for 2 years, and I'm very grateful to that organization and the founder of the company where I learned all the basics of e-commerce, all the nuances, how products are imported into India, how we sell here in Amazon, so all the basic nuances of Amazon, Flipkart, and all the other marketplaces in India. And then I switched into another company called as Upscaleo, which is a Thrasio model company. All the e-commerce people know what was this cooking in 2021, where they were buying e-com brands and then scaling it up with their own expertise, supply chain, and capital. And then once I spent 4 years in a single industry, whether you or anyone, you have two options: either you build something of your own or you work for the best organization in that industry. I chose the second one first, and then I started working for Amazon at an L4 level where everyone was a full-time MBA, but I was one of those rare people where I cracked the job purely on the basis of my skills and experience. And then it was right from the first week of August, like many others, I also was getting an entrepreneurial call from my heart regularly. And then I started with my journey with the name of Growpreneur, which is doing pretty well. It's been from the past 3 to 4 months where I, with the help of my very small team, scale brands on Amazon and other marketplaces using paid and organic activities.
That's really impressive, Sunny. Like with your rich experience, you have become a go-to expert for Amazon ads, right? So, can you tell our audience like how you have helped brands generate over 100 crores in paid revenue on marketplaces, and what's the secret sauce?
Well, there's no secret sauce. It's all about, I think, all the big successful people keep talking about spend a lot of time in one industry. That's what I've done. The first thing is. Second thing is following the process that, yes, paid ads is an important stuff. And luckily, I was able to work with some of the big brands like Boat or Noise during my Amazon days, Green Soul when I was working at Upscaleo, Green Soul, Home Puff, Trace, and Polestar. So there were a lot of strategies. In just 1 to 2 minutes, very difficult to talk about what were the strategies that were used. So yes, ads were used in the right and the proper way, first thing. Second, I learned it in the hard way. I got my hands dirty during my days at Upscaleo. I was one of the only people who was aware more about Amazon ads. So they had 12 brands, and I got a chance to work on 11 out of the 12. I don't know why I was left with one brand, why I didn't got a chance to work on that. So I think, and this what happened after doing a lot of experiments. So this is one of the ways that, irrespective of any skill one is working on to, doing it in the right way, you learn only after running a lot of experiments. And yes, I was given a good amount of budget when I was working in brands like Upscale or Amazon, and you keep learning every day. There is no secret sauce of anything. You are working with the right set of brands, and all these brands founders or any senior people in the organization, they should be open minded that in order to, for ads to perform well, there are a lot of stuff in the backend that needs to be fixed. If those are fixed, maybe the ROI which you were getting 3 or 4, you might get maybe 5 or 6. There is a possibility, because at the end, as I keep talking to many brands, conversion rate is like one of the most, or the most important factor which brands, advertisers, performance marketers, designers, all of them need to work collectively to achieve that single goal.
Right, right, exactly. It happens because that getting into the e-commerce, and in India, many people are already into doing business in a traditional way. If they really want to join that e-commerce marketplaces, so it's little tricky for them. So like launching a new product can also be daunting, right?
You
So
know.
what steps should brands take to research and execute a successful product launch on e-commerce platforms?
So there are two things I would say. New product launch is done by a new brand who's like planning to start on Amazon. This is
Okay.
like one set of brands or one set of category. Or second category is there an existing brand who has a lot of products, is been doing well on Amazon maybe since 1 year or 2 years, and is planning to launch a new product because it's already selling in the market. So I would say, first of all, we need to be a little patient. There's no too much hurry. I know due to competition, all the brands are like they need to do things very, very quickly so that the competition doesn't takes the share. So, and in that hurry wala process, they do a lot of mistakes. Sometimes they launch the wrong product. The product quality is not good. And what happens in that case, they get a lot of negative reviews. And once you have a lot of negative reviews on your Amazon listing, it's very, very difficult to scale your product from that point of time. Either you close your that listing and create a new listing, and then you start it again from scratch. So first process I would say is to decide a subcategory in which you are planning to launch a product. That depends completely on the founder which subcategory they want to launch a product. Second is like sort the supply chain. For example, collaborate with a manufacturer who is ready to give you a limited quantity, because I do not want that. But I've seen co-founders like very confident कि ये product चली जाएगा, चली जाएगा. I think this should be left to the customers, because at the end, let customers decide if the product is good or not. Let them decide if the product quality is good or not. So collaborate with a manufacturer or a supplier or a distributor who's ready to give you a limited quantity. 100 200 to I think is not possible today, maybe something around 400 or 500. And now comes, before that, now comes the process of, there are two parts again. One is the manual research, which where you research on Amazon, you research on Flipkart, you research on Google. How do you research on Amazon? Once that subcategory is decided, you look at the products, look at the subcategory where you see a little less competition. Not as competition now we have in smartphones, we have in headphones, where the entire market is taken away by a lot of brands. No name is required in any of these categories like beauty. A lot of brands are, it's very difficult for a new brand to enter into these subcategories. So avoid these very high competitive subcategory. Now once you have decided a low competitive subcategory, decide a product where you have a decent amount of margin also you can make. I do not want any brand owner or a co-founder to launch a product at a loss and then think about that in future I will increase the prices. It will become very difficult, because I have worked inside the system, I've worked inside Amazon as well. ASP, or average order value, of every subcategory will decrease year by year. So you should think about unit economics right from the first day. And then very important thing is that you if there is a possibility, please check what is the cost per click, and that you can get the data from Helium 10. If your product price is 200, 250, and cost per click is 20 rupees, 25 rupees, it will be very difficult for you to make money, because in the starting you will have zero reviews. You need to keep that thing in mind. And you look at the bestseller ranks on Amazon. Okay, that these are the products. Okay, this is the player which has launched its products very newly, has got around 25, 30, 40, or less than 50 reviews, and has scaled up pretty well, has come up into the category of 20, 25 reviews. So there you get the confidence. Okay, there is a possibility of a new player to work in this category as well. And along with this, look at the gaps which other competitors are not doing, and add a product differentiation there. So these are the factors I would say: unit economics into place, supply chain. Look at a gap, very important. A gap. Don't launch a common product. Like I've seen a category like toys. If you search on Amazon, any normal toy, one single product is being sold by many sellers, and there the
Right.
differentiation you can do is only on the basis of price. So I know
Right. I
price
get you very well.
very important for Amazon. You will see that customers
Reviews also play a vital role, right?
Reviews, but again, review and rating will come with time. So what at the end you can do is that you can give them a faster delivery, and that becomes very important for a new
Quality.
brand. Yeah, so you consider that, for example, me or you have launched a new brand. What are the reasons that you're giving to new customers to buy your product and leave the existing brand? Now, if we talk about this, first thing is definitely faster delivery. So you have to make your products visible in different Amazon FBAs. FBA means fulfillment by Amazon. You need to keep your products into their warehouses in multiple states, so that if anyone is buying products from North, their product will receive from the North warehouse, maybe anywhere from Gurgaon or Haryana. In the central India, Maharashtra will take care, and in the southern part, Bangalore will take care. Review ratings, and at the end, how premium, how best quality your listing is looking. So give them n number of reasons to buy your product. And after this, I think Amazon ads and marketing will come into the picture.
Right. Right. Before I ask any other questions, I would request to the audience, to the founders who might be, diving into that e-commerce world, if you people have any kind of question, I think Sunny would love to answer. So, before anyone asks, I have one question that I have already got from so many founders who are already, doing their business at so many marketplaces. So that many smaller brands are coming. So, how can smaller brands, can perform effective research without access to extensive resources, right? Like, what key insight should they look for? That
So
I think little bit you have already mentioned.
right.
Yeah.
So again, I think in if I talk about the pre-COVID era in 2019, uh, the access or the awareness of a tool called Helium 10 wasn't there much. Now it's
Okay.
been from the last 1 to 2 years. This tool has become very famous. This tool is like
Yes.
the go-to tool for all the marketplaces outside India. In
Outside.
India, still people research manually. So manual research is one of the stuff that they cannot miss. They cannot miss on that stuff. All the you search on Amazon. We used to search manually on Amazon. That okay, if I'm typing keyword called T-shirt, what is the other thing that people are searching on along with the keyword T-shirt? So manual process, searching on Google, searching on Amazon, searching on Flipkart. Do not miss on other marketplaces as well, because customers buy from a marketplace where they get the cheaper price, irrespective
Yes.
of the brand they are, whether they are buying an iPhone, whether they are buying OnePlus. So look at the data from the other marketplaces as well. Now, coming on to the point, my word automatically came out is the data. Data has become very important. Now, I was listening that going a little off track, Rohit Sharma has also been like one of those captains who give very much importance to data. So if that data has become that much critical in cricket, so during product launch also you should give 100% importance to data. It should be a mix of manual research, data, and third is common sense. Because due to this data-oriented world, people have forgotten that common sense also exists in the market. If there is a category price of 500 or 600, and you being a premium brand, I've seen a lot of founders, a lot of brands say that I'm a premium brand. But when you see their listing, their brand doesn't look premium. I'm okay to give 1,000 rupees for a category where all the players are selling at 500 or 600. But you should convince me with your listing quality, with your review ratings, with your video quality that is missing in the market. So again, coming on to that point of data, a very thing that they can apply right from the next day or right after they finish this session is like look at the search volumes on Helium 10. For example, if I'm searching t-shirt, look at how many search volumes are driving in a month or Amazon India. Who are the top players who are driving most sales on Helium 10 gives you the sales data as well. Although that is not 100% accurate, but still you can say that that is 70 to 80% accurate. Still you can get some amount of data which no other tool provides. Or if you are an existing player already on Amazon, and if you have access to Amazon Pie, which is like a brahmastra for all the Indian brands in selling on Amazon, if you do not have the access to Amazon Pie, talk with your Amazon ads account manager, ask them, request them as many times as you can, because once you get the access for Amazon Pie, you will thank me, you will thank your ads account manager every day. You won't need any other tool in the market if you have Amazon Pie. So look at the data from Amazon Pie, look at the data from Helium 10. See, Helium 10 gives you sales data, Helium 10 gives you search volume data. And another important thing is the time of launching the product. Once you see the search volume on Helium 10, check the past 1 year data. That is also one of the point that I missed. If that product should be launched, helium 10 gives you the data if that category of that product trend is growing year by year or month on month. If that is degrading, you should leave that product. Or if that is growing, for example, the lunch boxes category goes super high in the month of April and July, and that is accepted. So if you want to do well in the month of April, right now is the best time to launch the product, because in the next 3 months you will build your inventory, you will build review ratings, you will do a lot of mistakes, you will do a lot of experiments around your design, around your videos, because a new product launch is a process. Yes, you can do in a matter of 2 weeks if you have the supply chain and capital sorted, but review ratings, customer feedback, yes, it takes a couple of months. So I would say for a new product launch, there should be a process of 3 to 6 months. 6 months is a longer period of time, but they should research at least for a few weeks and then plan to launch a product. And then in the first 1, 2 months or 3 months, maybe if they have their own website, they can talk to their customers as well. Because sometimes review ratings are fake. They are done by competitors as well if they are negative. So you actually don't know whether that product is good or not. So if you're selling on your own website, or you if not selling on your own website, you would be having your own Instagram page as well. There you can ask your feedback from customers. So the way we have been, this category or any category or the place on Amazon is becoming competing, we are moving away more from the customers. Customer feedback, customer review, let customer decide if the product is good or not, because I've seen in my past experience,
Is the king,
found,
as we already like we always say that customer is the king. Like whatever and wherever you business you're doing, right?
right.
So Sunny, like beyond ads, you are more into that ads part. So I think organic growth is also crucial. So
Very
what
crucial.
actionable tips do you have for improving organic reach on platforms like Amazon? And you're always like keeping in mind the limited resources, because you have been to that house. So you know the way how to enter this house, how to enter and how to play well.
Well, I would say that organic growth is equally important as ads growth. I come from ads background, but I know that if you're growing organically equivalent to ads, then only you will make money. For example, if you're doing a sale of 1 lakh in a month, if your ad sales is around 60, 70 lakhs, you are left with organic sale of only 30 lakhs. So goal of the brand should be like to increase the organic share and reduce the paid share. Depending upon it, won't happen. If you are a new brand, your paid share will be 90 to 95%. Now, coming on to that point, not distracting, where how now a very important point here that I've been seeing brands, especially in the last 4 months, they should give equally importance to their designer as compared to all the people in their company, because that designer or design team, respective of you have one designer or multiple designers, who should be well equipped with all the Photoshop, all the photo editing, and all the video editing skills, because they will help you with creating the most premium quality listing images. Amazon gives you an option of 8 listing images. Just use all those options. Use a mix of product photo shoot, use a mix of adding benefits, features, and a mix of adding lifestyle images as well. This is one part. Second, make the A plus listing the A plus. Amazon gives you a lot of property to show the quality of your product. 8 listing images, A plus content, thoda sa niche jaake. And when you run ads, they also gives you the option of banners. So use all these very collectively, because at the end, yes, they will play a very important role in your organic growth. This is first, making your listing quality very premium. Now, coming on to the second point for organic growth, Amazon also gives you some options to optimize your listing from backend. That means from Amazon Seller Central. It gives you like how to optimize your title. First of all, put all the right kind of keywords in your title. They will help you in organic search discovery. Write multiple keywords in your bullet points, A plus content, product description. Because after you've done with all the premium quality listing, if you haven't put the right set of quality keywords, top, I usually divide the keywords into three parts: high volume, mid volume, and low volume. Use a mix of all these keywords in your listing, because if you miss this, your ads also, there is a probability that your ads also won't show up because you haven't added those keywords in your listing. So after the first point of premium quality listing, add the right set of keywords in your listing. Title, very important. Amazon gives you a space of 150 characters. Use that space. Amazon gives you the space of 5 to 6 bullet points. Use that space. Amazon gives you again where you can write 5 lines about your product or brand description. Use that space. Amazon also gives you an option of question and answers where customers, if they ask you question, it's your duty to reply within 20 to 24 hours. Third point, faster delivery. Now, since I was already talking about your product should be in multi FBA, not one FBA. FBA means fulfillment by Amazon, where you send your products, you send maybe 100, 200 quantity collectively to Amazon warehouse. And if the founders are listening to this, they should have at least 3 warehouses right from the starting. Yes, it is a small investment, not a big investment. It's an investment of few $1,000. The problem that founders make is that they say that if I get sales from that area, then I will add another FBA. I ask them to do reverse thinking. Add an FBA, then your sales will come. Because as a new brand, if you're giving a faster delivery, you are giving a very, very strong reason to your new set of customer to buy your product. So if you are a new brand, think for plan for Delhi or Gurgaon FBA, Maharashtra and Bangalore. You should be covered with these 3 set of states. I think you would be covering around 60-75% of India. And once you are doing well, then you will think about, if you're doing well on Flipkart, then you will think about covering the Guwahati and Sikkim area as well. Because at the end, just one more point, if I'm taking too much of time on this, and at the end, if you are Amazon, after Amazon ads is one set of revenue that is being given to Amazon. At the end, Amazon also promotes that product more, which converts better. So Amazon also pushes those products more, which has the best conversion rate, maybe in terms of review ratings, faster delivery. And one more point, you should be running deals on Amazon. You cannot miss on that. Regular running deals at least 20 days in a month.
Okay. So I think you have already covered a lot when it comes to ads, when it comes to organic growth, when it comes to product, and the timing of launch is also important, as you have mentioned. That the along with the product, along with the quality of the product, when you launch, the timing is also important, and that FPA part कि पहले से ही उसको प्लान कर लेना है, because अब वो टाइम नहीं है कि जितनी चादर है उतने पैर पसारो, पहले चादर ही बहुत बड़ी कर लो, उसके बाद आराम से पैर पसारते रहो, तो ये वाली चीज है. So, Sunny, let's talk about a real life scenario that I have getting so many queries regarding that. Like any business owner, like aspiring to start an e-commerce venture. वैसे तो you have already covered a lot, but फिर भी I'm taking one example that may be a kitchen appliances or the utensils. As I have seen कि ये बहुत ज़्यादा रहता है Amazon पे. So how can they strategically grow their brand in competitive marketplaces like Amazon? Like any tips, like I would say any 3 tips or 5 tips based on your experience you would like to.
Yeah, so I would add few different points which I haven't mentioned. I'll talk about a little about ads as well. One thing is that they should be aware of 5 people or 5 teams. One is the supply chain team, second is the category team, third is the marketing or advertising team, fourth is the design team, and fifth is the branding team. So in their initial phase, it's important as a founder wear all the hats. But once the time grows, you think about hiring at least one person in each of these teams. It's very important for all these 5 teams or people to work collectively. I've seen these teams or people working against each other, that if the result didn't come in the favor of the brand, advertising was not done well, branding was not done well, product was not in the stock. So they should work towards a single goal. What is the goal? And that goal should be realistic. Again, for a new brand, irrespective of any category, they cannot think of making a 10 crore brand in a year. You can make, but you should be filled with a lot of money. You should have a strong backing with a strong investor. Where you, since we are talking more about small or mid-sized brand, this won't be the case. They would be having few, maybe lakhs of money or thousands of money. So first, these 5 places should be teams or teams should work collectively. And again, product launch is again what I told earlier. They should do it in the right way. And third, now talking a little about Amazon ads. People, now today is not the time where people are completely aware what is sponsored product ads, sponsored brand ads, sponsored display ads. Earlier, they were not aware about 2019, 2020 May. Amazon had different ad types. They are aware about Amazon has three ad types under search ads. There is another ad type called Amazon DSP ads, which is the option, or I would say suggested to the brands once they have stabilized, they have reached the funnel of search ads. It's more for the big category brands in their respective category of smartphones, beauty, home and kitchen, or any other respective category. The problem is that they are keeping ROI as the main metric. I know that is important, return on investment, return on ad spends, but every ad type has a different goal. For sponsored product, yes, ROI or ROAS is an important metric. But if you have launched very recently, I suggest them not to look at that metric very closely. Yes, you look at that metric, but not very closely. Second, if you are running a sponsored brand ad, their goal is more for brand awareness. You are increasing your branded searches, and that you need to have access to someone from Amazon inside Amazon. Either you have Amazon Pie, or you check from Helium 10, or you have an ads account manager. Second, third thing is again sponsored display ad, which you see under add to cart. One of the strategies that they miss, which is called a self defense strategy, where you protect all your products so that any other competitor product is not visible. At the end, what I say, the money is coming into my brand, irrespective of they're buying my product A, product B, or product C. Another important thing is that they're not doing experiments because they are scared of ROI. Keep doing experiments with different banners, different ad sets, a lot of stuff. If they have less budget, since we are talking about mid-size or small size brand, the only option that they have left, plan experiments on a small budget every month, and then capitalize on the ones which are performing well. Another point, optimize and monitor very, very regularly. For example, a very small example I would add, a brand is running an ad on 10 competitor ASINs or over a category. For example, my product is into home and kitchen, and I'm running an ad on maybe blenders. My product is around 1,000, 1,500, but that category includes product of 4,000, 5,000, and 6,000 as well. But I do
Okay.
not want to show my ad on those competitor ASINs. So what will you do? You will set a price filter. If you are a new brand, you will set a review filter. And then after 2 weeks or 1 month, you will check on the search terms. Okay, I got 15 clicks from a wrong competitor ASIN. You will add those at negative targeting. You will say that, okay, I got these 2 to 3 ASINs which have an excellent ROI, which are very much related. You will create a new campaign and add these ASINs. So you will have to deep dive a lot, download multiple reports. Amazon has also started with day parting as well, very recently in Amazon, where you can run ads on only specific hours. And another important point which brands are missing is off Amazon activities. That really helps in brand building, running ads on social media and directing traffic to Amazon, Flipkart, or any other marketplace you are doing.
Okay.
And one more point, just one more point. Video ads has become common, but the problem is that again brands are doing running a very simple video ads which come up with human face. So run a video on Amazon with human face, compare it with a non-human face or over a category. For example, my product is into home and kitchen, and I'm running an ad on maybe blenders. My product is around 1,000, 1,500, but that category includes product of 4,000, 5,000, and 6,000 as well. But I do
Okay.
not want to show my ad on those competitor ASINs. So what will you do? You will set a price filter. If you are a new brand, you will set a review filter. And then after 2 weeks or 1 month, you will check on the search terms. Okay, I got 15 clicks from a wrong competitor ASIN. You will add those at negative targeting. You will say that, okay, I got these 2 to 3 ASINs which have an excellent ROI, which are very much related. You will create a new campaign and add these ASINs. So you will have to deep dive a lot, download multiple reports. Amazon has also started with day parting as well, very recently in Amazon, where you can run ads on only specific hours. And another important point which brands are missing is off Amazon activities. That really helps in brand building, running ads on social media and directing traffic to Amazon, Flipkart, or any other marketplace you are doing.
Okay.
And one more point, just one more point. Video ads has become common, but the problem is that again brands are doing running a very simple video ads where they've just put up 3, 4 images, 3, 4 benefits, but are now again the trend has changed. Just make sure that your video has a human face. People connect with brands, people connect with companies that have more human face. This is the reason why co-founders have become very, very active on LinkedIn, irrespective of you are also a co-founder. You've been running this company since many years, but still, or we could talk about Ranbir Alabadia from Monk Entertainment. This is the reason I think people connect with human faces, connect with brands which come up with human face. So run a video on Amazon with human face, compare it with a non-human face, you will actually see the difference within few weeks.
Yeah, because in the digital space now, you don't know the people, you don't know the person behind the brand. So when you come as a person, people, it would be easier for the audience, it would be easier for the customer to trust, right?
Perfect. And at the end, the product quality should be the best. And as a company or as a co-founder, it should be 100% honest with your customers. That's it. I think follow the
So if
right process.
if we I feel like almost conclude this, like this e-commerce, Amazon ads, digital space. So five, I would like I would request you to conclude in just 5 words that customers who coming, who launching their product on e-commerce, or who might be doing traditionally, now they want to, start their businesses on e-commerce or marketplaces like Amazon, or maybe some other marketplaces like maybe Mintra, Misho, or you can say that Flipkart or any other one. And might be they will be launching their website. So I would just five advice or 5 tips, you can say 5 strategies you would like to mention in just one words or one liners.
Since we're talking about Amazon, Myntra is also a place, Misho is also a place, Flipkart is also a place. Once you've decided the category, look at the platform which is more relevant. For example, if you are selling t-shirts of maybe between 200 to 400, Flipkart will be equally important to Amazon. So deciding the right marketplace also becomes important. Second is 100% confident as a founder should be 100% confident on the product. I have one of the brands with me. I closed as a deal in the first week of September. He started in the month of April and within 6 months is doing tremendous. He is a founder, is more of as a product guy. He's not a marketing guy. He's more of a product guy. He's like he found a gap. He is using his product on himself multiple times so that he can keep upgrading the product and deliver the better quality and service to the customer.
But you are the marketing guy to him, no?
Yes, that's what I said. That you collaborate with the right person. He's a product guy and I'm a marketing
Yeah,
guy. And I
obviously, because if you're starting a business, if I, as the entrepreneur, think you cannot do everything on your own. That's what I say. Even what we do at Expert Bells, we just are asking people that don't try to do everything on your own. Take the help of other people's and do things faster in a better way, right? So yeah, that first was deciding the marketplace. Okay, and the second one is
in product quality, you should be very
product
confident
quality.
with the product.
Okay,
Third is that you should have a strong, just collaborate with a freelance designer, hire a full-time designer. Very
okay,
important. Fourth, another important, maybe you can mix in the second one only, launch 1 to 3 products. If you
okay.
launch only one product in a span of 3 to 6 months, as a new customer, I will think, okay, this brand has only one product.
One product.
While
Yeah.
buying again, I will think about, okay, should I buy again or not? Start with one product, but within a span of couple of months, you should have a roadmap of at least 3 products. But don't launch too many products like 5, 8, or 10. No, that is not the right way if you have the limited budget.
Two
Fourth,
to three products.
yes, 2 to 3 within a span of couple of months, but that also depends how your first product is performing in the initial couple of months. Fourth is listening to the customer feedback. I think whether that's through review and ratings, through social media. And fifth is collaborate with the right person, whether that is required for ads, Facebook ads, Amazon growth, whether that's anything related to finance, anything related to inventory. I think these would be basics enough. If I missed any, it's basics enough. And
And I think other engaging with your audience in the digital space, it's also plays a vital role. So any
yes, there's a
specific
wider
tip when it
yes.
comes to Amazon, Amazon पे business करते वक्त कुछ अलग हो सकता है, या just the way कि Instagram पे या वीडियो का हम लोगों ने ad run किया, that's the only thing we can do, like to engage with the targeted audience.
Yes, Amazon provides you little options, I would say. One is that once you start selling a lot of products, you will get a lot of questions as a seller. So what
Okay.
happens if you don't reply within few hours? Some other customer will come and reply.
Okay.
because on that listing page only, if you come down, you will see questions and answers. So
Okay.
try to, that is one thing that you can engage with your customers. Second is, have one of the images in the listing images talking about the customers, what they're talking about in the social media. Whether that can be anything, that can be anything related with the trend, that can be anything related with your product. And third, make your video engaging. On your listing page also, Amazon is giving you an option of adding multiple videos. There you can add a human face, or while running an ads, there you can add a human face and talk about the pain points of what the customers are telling. Just one last point I think I missed while launching a product: look at the competitors' negative reviews, see
Okay.
what are the pain points customers are having, try to remove that, work on that, and then launch a new product. At the end, you will have a product differentiation because your product doesn't have that pain point which your competitors are having.
Yeah, that's something something I think the people can work on it, and I really like that last part. Now that work on the negative reviews that we can already see, and if you can achieve on that part, so I think you'll be ruling that marketplace, right?
Perfect. Yes.
So, like, I think that's all for today. I think the people and the founders who are going to join the marketplaces like Amazon have got the answers of almost all the questions. So, thank you, Sunny, for sharing your wealth of knowledge with us today. Your journey, mentorship insights, commitment to helping startups and e commerce are truly inspiring. So, and to our LinkedIn family, also, thank you for tuning in. So connect, and yeah, I just forgot one thing. Connect with Sunny for more insights, and you can take one-on-one session with Sunny exclusively on expertbells.com. So if you people as a founders have any problems, any questions, any queries, and you're planning to launch a product on Amazon or maybe on other marketplaces, and you want to run ads, so you can take the help of Sunny. Am I right, Sunny?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to.
So, okay, uh, stay curious and stay connected, and please tune in for the next upcoming session. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.